We've got all the action from Champions Cup in Bloomington, Indiana, plus the Collegiate Cup is on the way. Men's college water polo season is coming to a close. It's all coming up next on the Counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack. We start first out in Bloomington, Indiana at Indiana University for the 2018 Champions Cup. It's our 14 and under national championship event. Teams qualify from all across the country to take part in the Champions Cup. Let's show you who took home the hardware in 2018.
John Abdu here, filling in for newlywed Greg Mescall, here to report on the 2018 Champions Cup results from this weekend in Bloomington, Indiana. Here we go. First up, girls third place between San Diego Shores and Santa Barbara 805. After San Diego opens the scoring, Santa Barbara's Regan McKeechan goes far range to get SB on the board. We're tied at 1. Madeline McMahon wrestles around defenders to sink one for SD, then Ava Stryker responds quickly, keeping things tied at 2. Late in the third, SB has back-to-back goals, the first a bar end for McKeechan, then Kate Meyer converts on the penalty, SB 5, SD 4. Emma Gilbert has the chance for a penalty that would seal the deal. SB takes it 6-4. Afterwards, we caught up with goalie Alea Hamilton about the win.
That was a stressful game, and I definitely could not have done that without all my supportive 805 girls and all the players and my coach Kathy, who were really inspiring. And it's been such an exciting year this year, and I can't wait to improve with the team and just go throughout the year.
Moving on to the girls' first place game, Commerce and SoCal. Slow moving first period with just one goal on each side, then back-to-back Commerce goals closed the half. The first one from Maya Ibarra, and then Annabelle Hernandez scores on the breakaway, and at the end of 2 periods, Commerce is up 3-2. Third quarter action now, we're tied at 4, then SoCal's Rachel Gazaniga goes for the steal and goes one on goalie, and SoCal takes the lead 5-4. But Delea Moreno sails one in after an ordinary and ties the game at 5 when we have a close game going into the fourth. SoCal kicks things into gear in the fourth with 2 back-to-back goals, then a half-court shot from Sarah Notley, and then teammate Eliana Zenner finds the back of the net. SoCal 9, Commerce 5. Then Deirdre Murphy is pumped to get SoCal's final goal of the match. Afterwards, we talked with Murphy about the win.
We did really well on helping each other, I think, and getting to know each other. Anna really blocked a lot of goals.
Next, we have the boys' third place game, Greenwich and Stanford. We're all tied up at 1, then Charles Kaczynski of Greenwich has a quick redirect to give Greenwich the 2-1 lead. Greenwich goes back-to-back goals in the second, the first a skip shot from William Ewald, then Mark Lee hurls the ball in to get the East Coast team's 4th goal, 4-2. After Greenwich opens the third, Stanford rallies with 4 straight goals to get their first lead of the game, 6-5. Late in the fourth, Stanford's Luca Peralta would get a hand on this shot from Patrick Mullen, but the ball would still get in, giving Greenwich their 9th and final goal. Last attempt for Stanford is Roland Isward a free throw. He makes the tally 9-8 Greenwich, and the East Coast team takes the third place title. Afterwards, we caught up with Greenwich's goalie, Ryan Mealy, about the emotions during the game and getting to compete at a large-scale tournament.
We were expecting it to be very tough, but we did really well, and I'm very proud of my team. It was a lot of fun because I got to practice being a goalie, and it's great competition, and I'm glad that we all were able to come here.
Boys' first place game, 680 and LA Premier. 680 comes out of the cages blazing. After being tied at 1, the NorCal team has 3 goals in a row to give them the 4-1 advantage in the first. Second quarter action now, a hat trick for 680's Charles Davis brings up the score, 7-2. Then skip ahead to Premier's Christopher Arkelian, who bars down to get Premier's 4th goal of the contest, 688, LA 4. The third is all about 680. They put up 4 goals thanks to Davis, Peters, Kerr, and Jay Hubbard, 680-13, LA 4. After 2 680 goals open the fourth, Premier's Ned Ganotti finds an opening to get Premier's final goal of the game. 680 goes on to win this one, 16-5. Afterwards, we chatted with Nick Borden about the team's effort at the Champions Cup.
Well, we played really well, and it was a team effort. All of us did great, and our new goalie, who just started playing this tournament, did really well. So congrats to Owen, and our entire team did awesome the whole tournament.
What a weekend full of great water polo. Be on the lookout for extended highlights of these medal games next week on youtube.com/USAWP and facebook.com/USAWP.
While Champions Cup was this past weekend, we're right back at it this coming weekend with the Collegiate Cup. As we gear up for the 2019 NCAA Women's Water Polo College season, we get some of the best college teams in the country together right here in Southern California for a few days of tournament action. Visit usawaterpolo.org now for a complete schedule of teams participating, and if you can't join us at the pool, we'll have full highlights of all the big-time matches, first and third place, right here next week on the Counterattack. From there, we go to men's college water polo, where the regular season is quickly coming to a close. Big matchups last weekend, more on the way this weekend. We get you caught up with results first from this past Saturday and Sunday.
Men's college water polo. First on the college scene, we stopped by the UCLA-Stanford game, which had a huge crowd on hand in Westwood for the two of the top teams in the game. UCLA was up for most of the game, recording a 9-5 lead after 3 periods. Then Stanford rallied in the fourth, but it was UCLA's day. They took the win 10-8 over the Cardinal. From there, we go to our Cap 7 college scoreboard to highlight some of the other scores around the country. The televised USC and Cal matchup was won by the Trojans 13-7. UC San Diego delivered a 10-8 victory over UC Davis. Then we go back east, where Fordham falls to George Washington 15-13, and then Bucknell doubling down Johns Hopkins 14-7. Now on to high school action. The 2018 Pennsylvania Boys Championship title goes to North Penn High School. They win it over Wilson 14-9 and go back-to-back as state champions. Congratulations to the Knights.
Men's water polo on TV this weekend, 2 big rivalry games. The Big Splash, Stanford and Cal, the Crosstown Splashdown, USC and UCLA, both live on the Pac-12 network. Also, don't forget the MPSF tournament first and third place games live from USC next weekend. Those will be live on Pac-12 network as well as we figure out who is headed to the NCAA tournament. We told you last week that USA Water Polo membership early renewal season is underway. Well, if you haven't gotten involved yet, you still have time. Lock in 2018 pricing now. Set yourself up for a membership that is good from now all the way through the end of 2019. The early renewal season runs from November 1st all the way through December 31st, 2018. You can secure that 2018 pricing and get yourself set up for a full year of competition come 2019. More details at usawaterpolo.org. Great news, Team USA is back in action this December. The top-ranked women's national team, they're playing host to China and the Netherlands in games in Southern California. The USA men are also in action as they'll welcome the Italians to SoCal. Check out all the upcoming games right here. Tickets coming soon at usawaterpolo.org, or if you can't join us at the pool, you can always watch live. We'll stream all the action right here on USA Water Polo TV. In honor of Halloween, we of course put the call out for Halloween costumes. People dressed up with water polo themed costumes. Here's some of the great stuff you all sent in. And now we close out our show as we do every week with our social media send-off powered by Cobian. We go through all the Instagrams, tweets, Facebook posts, snaps to bring you a great look at the world of water polo on social media. Also, don't forget you can win a free pair of Cobian sandals on Twitter or Instagram. Share a piece of your water polo journey and use the hashtags EveryStepMatters and Counterattack. We start first with our Cobian winner.
This week's Cobian giveaway winner is Alexandra Jones. She's got the latest skip shot and the company of Shieldy. All she's missing is the pool. Congrats to Alexandra as she won herself a free pair of Cobian sandals. Don't forget, all you have to do is use the hashtags Counterattack and Every Step Matters, and you could be enjoying a comfy new pair of Cobian sandals too. From there, we've got to look back at this great Halloween video from the Fresno Pacific women's water polo team. They synchronized the whole team to do Michael Jackson's Thriller in the water, and it was awesome. Then we head to Indiana for the Champions Cup, where the 14 and under SoCal girls shared tons of photos of their fun time exploring the IU campus. Great stuff there. Then, Chicago Park District's 14 and under boys team congratulating their Jody Campbell Sportsmanship Award winner. And of course, when in Indianapolis, you gotta visit the Indy Motor Speedway and kiss the bricks. Rose Bowl shared their boys and girls participating in the Indy tradition. From there, Cammie Craig was featured in a recent issue of Santa Barbara Magazine. A great choice if you ask us here. That's all for now. Safe travels. Greg Mescall back from the honeymoon. See you soon.
Great stuff as always on our social media send-off. Thanks for all your submissions. Keep them coming. Tag us at USAWP. That's all for this week's show. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, look weak side.